I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game. I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's King. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 2nd down now, it's Kelly. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
On second down, Knox. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On first down, Knox. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains, didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The last run good for 2, here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Mahomes now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Room here to run. Touchdown, LA! Tyreek Hill. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Off the bootleg, Davenport. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run on first down. Knox, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, Knox. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 53 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On 2nd and 1, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down now, it's Kelly. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, it's Kelly. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing. But as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Kelly.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Chiefs offense set to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Off the bootleg, Davenport. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down, Knox. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll run on 1st down. Knox, and he's got this down to the 35. 94 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st down, Knox. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off the bootleg, Davenport. His throw caught at about the 5. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down now, Gore. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while,
and he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Kelly. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Joshua Kelly, 83 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On first down, Davenport. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down, Knox. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 108 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. 4 yards remain for second down. Now a handoff for Gore. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is incomplete. very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Off-play action. Davenport. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Kelly, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They find some open field here. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? On 2nd down now, Knox. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost
nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Now Herbert, following the turnover, finds the open target, Arnold. Touchdown! Dan Arnold, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. KC's offense ready to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, Davenport. And he fires one incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense at that fell, Harp.
Radio check. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. This stupid controller always wants to pull to the right. That's why he's doing those fancy moves and trying to be tricky. It's not me. So I'm just having a quick timeout here. Let me know if you understand me. Hello. How's everybody tonight? This is a crazy game. Oh my god. I am trying not to lose my cool. This just started. I just need a few minutes. So tell me a story about life. I'm just having a ball here. Kinda cool out there tonight. Everything is going good yet. Like I said, I'm gonna keep my cool. We're rolling with the flow. I don't know. You think I'm crazy? I'm losing it. Yeah. Hill. I worked so hard to get him, and then he goes to the LA Chargers. Really? And wow, guess what? It's time to hurt Hill. It's time to take him out. We already started with a few. Here we go again, folks. We're starting this here.
To the ground. On third down, they'll run with Gore. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well. And
deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Gore. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. More from L.A. in a moment. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 77 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now another carry here tonight for Gore. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. On the give, this is their fullback. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one.
It's been bad for the last few days, folks.
Now he's looking
it's been crazy. One after another. Last week I just found out I lost an old friend of mine.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go
it got crazy until I finally pulled myself together and said, let's go.
Because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to
so
wear
far,
on
defense is doing good. I'm kind of enjoying this.
And how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes?
On 2nd down, it's Kelly. 4 yards on the pickup.
Yes, I can take out Kelly too.
4 more for first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is
him too.
The Chargers first down.
That one too. Key. No. Key. Oh. Pinocchio. Pika 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 pika.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
How many of you can spell Pinocchio?
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, it's Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's the best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Never mind.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him. I'll give some credit to the defender on that when he read all his keys perfectly.
Distract my mind and
able to force that incompletion.
Have a ball here.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but
nobody there. What the hey?
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert, throw left side, complete. That's Arnold. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Oh, I wasn't even watching for him.
Incomplete. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one.
They tricked me on that one. Wasn't quite thinking. Bugger.
And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead,
it's barely broken,
lead,
but
this is where you kind of
it worked somewhat to get me by my game and make off a win somehow. Because I know I can do it and kill some more people. Hey, look, he can't even stand up.
Getting the ball back here. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch
the ball in there
times in order to get into a rhythm.
Oh my God.
To have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. And it coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers.
I give up. I give up. Oh my God, really? Really?
Unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding
I'm not even into the third and I dropped the friggin' ball. Really? Why? Why can't you hang on to the ball?
Everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's King. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
Why did they have to use their timeout? We're nearly into the friggin' third quarter. Let's go.
So
friggin' smarten up.
Now down inside the 20.
Yeah, I need timeout. Let's go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Come on. Deny.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a
whatever. Smarten up with the timeout. You're nearly into the third quarter, you boogers.
As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Herbert throwing again. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they're going to
there's Hill right there.
Short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. As they
I thought Hill was number whatever. What happened? How did he? What?
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will
now what do I do? What do I do now? Where do I go? This ain't gonna help me.
Turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these
we run. What else do we do? There's nothing else we can do but drop the ball more.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin.
That's all they're going to do now is drop the ball.
9 seconds remaining, well, not much time. We'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained.
Come
as
on.
they're able to
Never
get him
mind.
down.
Get into the third quarter.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan
I gotta go puff
with our EA
and
Sports
chill out here for a few minutes,
Brandon,
folks.
thanks very much. We'll
Be
get
back
to
in
you
a few
and Charles
minutes.
in a minute. But first,
Have
time
a
to give the
smoke
folks
break,
at home a
drink
look at what's
coffee,
going on
whatever.
around
Do what
the
you have
NFL.
to. 10-minute
We'll get
break.
started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. DJ Chark, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. The Bills are still saying, we want to be a part of this playoff race as they up their record to 8-5 with an important win. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week with Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns.
Oh my god. What a game yesterday. I had him, but I messed it up in the last one. Yesterday's game was crazy. I had him. So close. What do? I mess it up. Yep. That game took 3 tries. As you can see, the missus was here. It was crazy, man. Time for a puff anyways. Enough stories. we're back, folks. What a game. I am about to lose my mind. Still got 3 minutes yet. Let me know if you're still there. Hello, hello, folks. We're getting back to it early here in a few minutes. Oh, it's not only you guys watching, but around the world. How many people we got around the world?
Team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out. We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Drop
So
it.
the Chargers will start
They've
the
been
second
bums
half
on
with the
dropping
lead
the
and
ball.
football is
I don't know
underway
why.
in the third quarter. No
I
run
tried
back
not
here
to,
to begin
but
the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The
it's
Chargers
crazy.
getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On first down, Justin Herbert. That one complete to Hill. Gets through, and now an opening. There he goes, right
Where are you going? Where are you going?
They finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
See
A big play
what
there
happens
on the
when
catch
you
and
mess
run.
with me?
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to
I'm
deliver.
losing
And
my
as the season
mind
has
on
gone
this friggin'
he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do
gotta go
more in the
pick up my
second half.
cheerleader.
Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Herbert now. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Janovich. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first.
See, just because I do it, they want to do it now. Really?
Surprised
You
at
think
all
they can
that they
beat
went
me?
with the fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up first downs. That's what we just saw right there.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Now it's Herbert.
See, he wasn't even ready for that. He wasn't even ready for that, so I might be starting this over.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
I might be starting this one over.
Kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field
I don't like
to
this.
extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT.
No.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
I don't like this. I might be starting over, folks.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Might be here all night
just
doing this.
outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Are you, booger?
Throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers.
This is going to be a start over again. Oh my God, really?
Down inside the 40.
Really? This is going to start over again, folks.
Back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple, and that's why that's exactly
pack
where they
them off
are in
the
this
field.
ball
Let's
game.
go.
They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
On first down, Kellen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And
Get out of here, you booger.
15, shy of the 10.
And while we may be looking
Everything is going to be reset here in a while if I don't get this right.
Even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your
defense is
front.
good,
defensive
but
end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone.
how
to bring
long
more
can I
pressure
keep
towards
it
the
up?
quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back to throw. Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown.
nope, this is going to restart. I don't like this.
There to make the grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Yeah, I'm restarting this game. I don't like this.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown,
My last try, and if not, I'm restarting.
This take it in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
I know other people around the world are probably watching, but I don't care.
Kansas City. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
No, he didn't drop it. He
Short,
threw
they'll
it.
try and pick it up through the air. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. And it's a short one here.
Okay, it's just gotta restart. I am not gonna do this way. It's not funny. Broadcast and everything's restarting. I'll be back in a few minutes.